Coming up on today's show, we'll recap the devastating storms that destroyed the Midwest.
We'll also have a look at recent changes in the legislation in the state of Illinois and meet a rising star on the University of Illinois campus.
UI7 Newsbreak starts right now.
From the Richmond Journalism Teaching Studio on the University of Illinois campus, UI7 News, your U of I news source.
Hello, welcome to UI7 Newsbreak. I'm Hayley Lockwood.
And I'm Kyle Breitbarth. Today we have a look at the top stories in local news. Sunday's Midwest tornadoes left Washington, Illinois in bad condition.
Entire neighborhoods were demolished by the storm, but fortunately, there were only a few minor injuries. Washington resident Michael Purdon says he heard it coming, ran downstairs, and all of a sudden could see daylight up the stairway, and his house was completely gone. Matt Friedland, Weather Service meteorologist, advises people to keep a close eye on the weather when alerts happen. He says people can get complacent unless they see severe weather and tornadoes in their vision. Although these types of storms are rare this late in the year, tornadoes are still possible without high temperatures.
Other problems are arising around the nation as well. A New Jersey waitress was the victim of discrimination because of her identification. Dana Morales, a waitress at the Gallup Asian Bistro in Bridgewater, New Jersey, was a bit offended last week. She gives respect to all of her customers, something she learned about while serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. It was a normal table that she was serving, but different in one way. They didn't leave any type of tip. This was not because of poor service, it was merely, quote, her lifestyle that the group didn't accept. Dana is a lesbian who is openly gay but did not express this to the family she was serving. She believes she did her job and deserved a tip regardless of the way she looked or her personal lifestyle. Although the mother at the table made a snood remark saying that she thought Dana's name was Dan, they also left a note behind to explain why they didn't leave a tip. It read, quote, "I'm sorry, but I cannot tip because I do not agree with your lifestyle and how you live your life." Dana feels that the family's ignorance was disrespectful, and she believes that it is wrong that she can defend democracy overseas as a Marine but cannot get a tip in New Jersey just because of her sexual preference. Dana kept the note and shared it on Facebook to see what others thought, and she received supportive responses to the note.
Here at the University of Illinois, students and staff participate in the LGBTQ community and are pleased with the changes in government. Rachel Lloyd has a story.
Illinois becomes another state to honor same-sex marriage. Many call it a sign of progress for the LGBTQ community.
I'm very excited, and it affects me personally a lot.
U of I junior Sarah Malwitz participates in Pride, a campus organization supporting LGBTQ students. She's happy same-sex marriage passed in Illinois.
Although I don't know if I'll get married or not, I want to be able to build a family when I get older, and so I want to know that I'll be able to have my family and have my family succeed and have the rights and benefits that it deserves from the federal government.
Saida Bonifield is the assistant director for the LGBTQ office at the U of I. She says the bill is a step toward equality.
It lends to a general climate of kind of inclusion in our country. So people know that people are talking about this. We know that other people care about LGBT rights.
Sarah and Saida agree that gay marriage rights in Illinois is a step forward for the LGBTQ community. But they say more work still needs to be done to ensure equality.
Well, I think that there are a lot of things that we have to focus on as a larger queer community that go beyond marriage equality.
Saida says there are many people who identify as LGBTQ who face tougher challenges than marriage equality.
Kind of get access to basic health care, good health care, or have a driver's license that reflects the gender that they identify with. One of the highest populations of homeless youth in our country identify as LGBT.
We still have a long way to go. We have a lot of people that don't have the rights that they deserve, and this shouldn't be an ending point. It should be a beginning point.
Tuesday, Illinois passed the Religious Freedom and Marriage Fairness Act, becoming the 15th state to allow same-sex marriage, which will be officially legal in Illinois on June 2, 2014. I'm Rachel Lloyd for UI7 Newsbreak.
While protecting human rights on campus is essential, protecting yourself physically is important too. With crime alerts occurring multiple times each week here at the University of Illinois, the Panhellenic Council decided to start creating awareness for their fellow sorority sisters. Julie Homerding has more.
Take Defense Workshop was held for students and sororities learning the basic self-defense mechanisms. Panhellenic Council's Vice President of Programming, Allison Kazaitis, says these skills will benefit.
I think it's really important for women in our community to learn how to defend themselves, especially with the growing number of crime alerts that are happening on campus.
The women learned essential moves, including ways to attack a predator's eyes, nose, throat, and groin. Student Jen Raleigh says that students take for granted how safe campus really is and should invest in staying alert.
We get crime alerts and then we never really consider that as like, oh, that's important to me, I should look out for that. You know, crime alerts are just people we don't know in places we're familiar with. We don't really take it seriously.
Walking alone at night is not ideal for many students. However, being alert and knowing self-defense mechanisms is definitely beneficial. Raleigh said she was surprised at what she learned.
Learning about the tricks that you can use, just like simple tricks with your hand that you don't necessarily need a lot of force for. So like the claw, if you're stuffing it up somebody's nose, that was my favorite one.
Y'all have a sisterhood here. You need to make it a little bit stronger. You need to look at how you can make
Instructor Bob Leaker says his students inspire him during the seminars, even here at U of I.
Just a change in when people start the class and when they end the class. How the emotions change, how they adapt to it, how they grasp hold of it. You know, it's inspiring.
For UI7 Newsbreak, I'm Julie Homer.
Coming up after the break, we have an update on gas prices, and we'll tell you about a local costume shop that will come in handy during this holiday season.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
My daughter.
Come here.
I love you, Dad.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards.
Oh,
no, sorry.
Don't. Okay.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay, here it goes. Oh,
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you. Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
As Thanksgiving is right around the corner, students will be making their way home. Gas prices may affect the amount of traveling students do over break. Currently, gas prices are around $3.25 a gallon for unleaded gas. This is up since last week's low prices of around $3 a gallon in the Urbana-Champaign area. The prices have climbed because of refinery issues on the East Coast and the usual peak around the holidays. Increases in price are also due to supply distributions in Libya and concerns about Iran's nuclear program. Gas prices are expected to climb slightly, but not have a serious increase until 2014.
Freshman gymnast Chandler Eggleston is bound to make a large impact for the Fighting Illini men's gymnastics team this upcoming season. The North Carolina native won the 2013 U.S. Championship on the floor exercise and placed second on both the vault and high bar. He is currently a member of the 2013 U.S. Junior National Team, and with these accomplishments, he will be a huge factor to the team's success as they come off a tough season last year, not doing as well as they hoped. Eggleston enjoys being a part of the Illini family because he has formed strong relationships that he is sure will last a lifetime. He enjoys being a competitor because he says there is nothing like the feeling of nailing a routine and hearing the roaring crowd.
With finals approaching for college students, the stress factors may be at an all-time high. This can lead to serious consequences. Transitioning to college can be a hard time for most students. Exams, papers, and new social situations are just some of the things college students go through. All of this can lead to overwhelming amounts of stress that a lot of students don't know how to handle. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among college students.
As finals approach at the University of Illinois, the Psychology Center encourages students to use the resources that they provide to help people with feelings of stress. Recognizing a mental illness is hard to do, but must be dealt with before things get out of control. Some may think Darshan Company is just a seasonal store, but there is something for customers all year long. Reporter Bria Perdeman has more.
White, green, red.
It's not hard to miss Darshan Company when driving through downtown Champaign, and it's not uncommon to assume the mega costume store is only in full swing during Halloween season. Employee Emily Ard shares how working at Darshan Co. is unique.
My employees, the management here, everything. There's a lot of fun stuff we can do. We can restock the funniest things. It's not like a regular job. It's cool.
The 35-year-old locally owned store is completely exclusive to the Champaign area. There's an abundance of wigs, masks, and find something fun.
The monsters back there in the corner, the big rubber monsters, those are cool. Great props for a party or something.
Halloween isn't the only popular time at Darshan Company. Moving from trick-or-treating to season's greetings, Christmas is the big holiday up next. Emily feels that each day brings something new.
It's kind of a new surprise every day here. So, kind of depends.
Although Halloween accounts for 40% of their annual sales, Darshan Company is stocked and ready for the Christmas, New Year's, and Mardi Gras seasons. I'm Bria Perdeman for UI7 Newsbreak.
It's the season for Sony's highly anticipated PlayStation 4. Friday, customers rushed the doors for the release of the latest gaming system. PlayStation 4 was much awaited as Sony's last system was released all the way back in 2006. The new PlayStation has a DualShock 4 controller with a clickable touchpad and built-in speaker. This PlayStation was especially hard to get as customers started lining up outside of retailers on Thursday night. However, some were still not able to get one, with many stores like Target and Best Buy as they ran out fast. Ordering online is also risky. Prices on eBay are as high as $650, well over the $400 price tag. As hard as they are to buy, I'm sure they'll be a great gift for those gamers who have been waiting for so long.
Everyone may not be feeling the Christmas spirit at Facebook Incorporated. Snapchat, a new rising company that provides people with a fun way to share pictures and videos.
Snapchat.
The app is very popular amongst teens who like the ability to virtually send whatever they want, knowing that the evidence will be gone without a trace. The twist is that senders and receivers have a limited amount of time to view them until they disappear from the phone. Snapchat is denying social media mogul Facebook the chance to expand its network. A reported $3 billion buyout isn't flying with a 2-year-old company. Snapchat plans to make money in other ways. Ads may be in the near future. As far as Facebook's friends request goes, it's been denied.
And we leave you with a story from Oaxaca, Mexico. Endangered sea turtles make a comeback to Mexico's beaches. 100,000 olive ridley turtles crept ashore within just 3 or 4 days. This particular turtle is nearly extinct. Between 1950 and 1990, the olive ridley population shrunk from 10 million to just 40,000. In 1990, Mexico declared a ban on killing sea turtles. That's when they were the second most popular commodity for the region, just next to shrimp. They can only be found in Mexico, Costa Rica, and India. These little guys might be here to stay after all. And that wraps up today's news. Be sure to join us next time for all the latest around Champaign-Urbana. I'm Kyle Breitbarth.
And I'm Hayley Lockwood. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with more UI7 Newsbreak.